Welcome to WA This Week. It's a non-city week. On weeks like these, I get to go around the electorate to visit local businesses, charities, and of course the residents. Standouts this week was the Cystic Fibrosis WA, Autism WA, and the Kids Research Institute at PCH, plus a community workshop in Leederville. As cyclone bears down on the WA coast, the very first state emergency service, SES, in any other state of Australia, under Sir David Brand, a Liberal Premier. So again, after 30 years of Labor before Sir David, with bushfires, cyclones and floods, no SES. But back to the WA Public Service. Did you know, in the last 12 months, there's been a 40% increase in fraud and corrupt use of position, 446 instances. That's one every 2 to 3 days. Misuse of public resources or misuse of public information, like your driver's license, has also increased 20%. Similar increases have occurred in assault, misuse of drugs, conflicts of interest, or simply disobeying lawful instructions. In not one category was there a decrease. Where public servants themselves raised concerns about their workplace, increased 47% in 1 year. What's going on in the WA public sector? Why is there a huge spike in misconduct and grievances by honest and hard-working public servants? Do you know what the Premier said when I asked him this in Parliament? He said this is normal for growth in the public service. A 40% spike in 1 year? As we approach the state budget in May, I spend some time explaining to you the ways that this document is structured and the fake surplus that is claimed. The budget uses a form of cash accounting, so the surplus that Labor claims is technically an operating balance. Now that's not a term accounting types will readily see in an income statement, but it works like this. Imagine you have household income of $800 a week, but you're spending $1,000. So you're deficient $200, right? Under Labor, you use your credit card, borrow $400, so now you have an operating balance of $1,200. Well, you've got a surplus of $200, but have you? No, because that $400 is not income, it's debt. So in the real world, you are deficient $200. The $400 debt is not income, it's cash, but it's a future liability and it has interest attached to it. In WA, we are borrowing our grandkids' wealth. We are using their money to pay for today's consumption. Premier and Treasurer, if you want debt to build a future income stream like a new energy plant in the Pilbara or a fast train to Bunbury, that's fine. But do not siphon the wealth of future generations for your lack of spending restraint today. This is living beyond your means and is unacceptable, no matter who was or is in power, as this spending creates inflation, which is effectively a tax on the poor. It's only a truly Liberal Treasurer like Peter Costello, we had the discipline to share the growth in the national income by sequenced tax cuts and debt reduction. This is the model I favour. As Liberals, we will always respect your money, ensure your freedoms and liberty so that you can live the life you choose for yourself. I'm Jonathan Huston, member for Netherlands.